Hello and welcome to episode 39 of the Universally Epic Podcast, your go-to Universal Orlando trip planning podcast. I'm Jim Klein, along with Taylor Franklin. We are your hosts and travel agents for all things Universal. On today's show, Taylor gives us her best tips and tricks for Halloween Horror Nights. All right, Taylor, we're going to pretend again that we haven't talked 5 minutes ago. How are you doing this week?
I'm great. I'm so good. I'm
It's
so
such a
good.
better
I'm not
week,
even tired.
right? Yeah, I know. This week you're the best week. Last week you were a little iffy.
Yeah. Last
But
week I messed up the email or something, but
yeah,
this week
I know.
I'm on it.
Yeah. So last week we talked about Halloween Horror Nights. We gave every single house, every
Yep.
scare zone, every street experience.
Mhm.
And now this week we wanted to talk about tips and tricks. And
Yes.
who better to do that than you, our resident Halloween Horror Nights expert. So
Right.
take it away.
So, normally, this is where I would start with Stay and Scream, but we have got to talk about the operational change. Guys, I am so excited about this change. So, I know that you guys have heard me probably talk about the way that Stay and Scream is run before. They put you in these little holding pens, they line you up, you stand there for a million years, and then they let you in the house. Boring. Get rid of it. Guess what? They did. They did get rid of that. The holding areas now no longer exist, at least for this year. And I think that this is a very, very good thing. Because what happens now is when you would normally have been lining up for the houses and everything and being in the holding pens and everything at 4 o'clock, 3 o'clock.
So I read that 3 o'clock now you're going to
3
be able to get a wristband.
Yeah, that's where I was starting. Okay, so 3 o'clock.
Yeah.
Starting at 3 o'clock, everybody will get a wristband, and then you can walk around the park. You could just do that now. You want to go marathon Mummy until 6? Go for it. Go for it. You want to go get on Men in Black while you wait? Go for it. Have
Yeah.
fun.
It sounds like such a huge announcement, and
It's so
you
big.
can see from the reaction of everybody online, like everybody is just so excited about it. And,
Yeah, I mean,
now
it
that we're
beats.
talking about it, we were supposed to talk about this last episode.
We were.
And
We ended the episode, and I was like, "Oh yeah,
yeah. Well, we might as well talk about tips and tricks now.
it's okay, it's okay."
Yeah.
So my big thing, right, is that you during HHN, as much as I adore it, I do, I really do. You spend all night standing in lines. You're standing in line for the house. You're standing in line at the tribute store. You're standing in line trying to get food. You're standing in line everywhere. And that extra, couple of hours that you have to stand there and wait to get into the event or to get into the house that you're trying to get into, it just feels it's taxing. It's taxing. And especially for people like me, I have knee problems. So standing for long periods of time is really hard. So like you can always get out of the line to like go to the bathroom or go get something to drink or something like that, but like you got to leave one of your friends there cuz you'll lose your spot. It's not like, "Oh, hey, I'm going to just jump back in line wherever I feel like it." You'll lose your spot. But now you don't really have to worry about that. And if you want to go stand in the line queue, as long as the line queue's open, you can go stand in the line queue for the houses and you can be the first person through the houses. Or you can, be waiting around for, and I know Jim's gonna love this one. You can be waiting around for the food booths to open.
Yeah.
You can be the first in line to do a lot of things, and you can be, the person that is, front and center for the opening ceremonies. Or you can be, front and center when they open the tribute store, so you can go inside and go shopping. You can do a lot more with the fact that they're not holding you in these little areas. And then you don't run into issues like I have had in the past, and I'm sure many people have, where you get in line for the wrong house.
Yeah.
So say, for instance, I can't remember what house we did it with, but for example, I want to go to Chucky. but I accidentally got in line for Stranger Things. So now I'm missing out on the time that I could have been going through Chucky, and I'm going to have to go through Chucky when the lines are at their highest.
Hmm.
And that's, bad and terrible, and I'll be sad because I want to go to Chucky. But now I'm walking through Stranger Things.
Yeah.
Neither of those houses were bad, but those were the two that came to my mind.
Yeah, I know.
Um, but it's such a big thing. Or for me, I could go to Louis while I wait for the houses to
Yeah.
open.
Yeah, you can spend some extra money on those big slice of pizza.
Yeah.
$15 a slice.
But either way, it's such a big change. Or you can do things like sit in Central Park while you're waiting because you're gonna be in line all day. Why not just get off your feet while you can?
Yep. Yeah, no, it's a great thing that they did,
Yeah.
and everybody's so excited about it. You can queue up for the houses, you can go on rides, you can do whatever you want, so you're not just stuck in one spot.
Yeah.
And so,
With
yeah,
the sun beating down on you, I have
yeah,
seen a lot of people that look like they're about to fall out
uh,
from the heat
it's
while
terrible.
they're just standing there. Because at least in the New York holding area, um, there's no shade. There is nowhere for you to stand where you're out of
Yeah,
the sun. And that's, middle of the day. That's like 3 o'clock that you're standing in line and the sun is beating down on you. It sucks. But that was always something that I was like, you know what? With HHN comes the fact I'm going to have to stand in line with the sun beating down on me for, a couple of hours. And that's just how it's going to go until the sun goes down.
yeah,
But now I don't have to do that. I could go ride Men in Black 47 times and then go get in line for a house. And I
yeah,
think it's a really good quality of life change because, with the closure of Rip Ride Rocket, as much as it needed to go, it is a big people sucker. Like it takes a lot of people out of the lines. And now it doesn't exist or it won't exist once HHN starts. It won't be there. So there will be even more people standing in line and even more people that you're going to have to fight through at the scare zones. There's going to be even more people. And now, we've got the zombie DJs over by Mel's Dine. We've got two different shows that are going to obviously be people vacuums. And it's going to go. I think this event is going to go probably better than we've seen a lot of events go.
yeah. Nice. No, it's great. I love the change. It sounds great.
I'm
So what's
excited.
another tip? The Universally Epic Podcast is brought to you by the Magic for Less Travel, a Universal you preferred travel agency. If you're looking to plan your next Universal Orlando vacation, let's do it together. As certified Universal specialists, we can help guide you through the planning process with helpful tips and tricks along the way. The best part, all our travel planning services are free to you.
When you book your Universal Orlando vacation with us, you qualify for an exclusive booking bonus offer from the Magic for Less Travel, a $25 Universal gift card for all vacation packages over $2,500. Ready to start planning? Email the podcast at universallyepicpodcast@gmail.com and start planning your next epic Universal vacation today.
So what?
Okay. So now we're in the park. We're going to the houses and everything. My suggestion, honestly, is to go through your first 3 houses, or however many you can get through before the park opens, and then go get food. Make sure that you have eaten something by the time 8 o'clock hits at the latest. Because once 8 o'clock hits, once that sun goes down, it's lines galore. Do not wait until you're hungry. Just go eat something, especially at the beginning of the event, and definitely towards the middle of the event. I'm really bad at remembering to do that though, so I normally get snacks
Yeah,
at some
I would
point.
imagine you get caught up a little bit, in the excitement,
Yeah,
and you just don't.
yeah.
You just want to go from one house to another and
Hmm.
check out the scare zones and all that stuff. But yeah,
Yeah,
definitely something. And yeah,
yeah. Definitely important to eat. I have seen a lot of people that are drinking and they're not eating anything with it, and then I see the universal paramedics run
yeah.
through.
So what about these food booths? Have we gotten any? Do they? Is it pretty
Not
much the same
yet.
every year? No, no food.
No, we get themes for
All
each of
right.
the,
So when that comes out,
normally for each of the houses, but sometimes it's only like some of the IPs and like some of the original houses have specific food booths. We haven't seen those come out yet, and I'm really hoping that they're going to come out probably in the next couple of weeks, so we can talk about that too.
yeah, that
Because I know you're going to be excited about that.
yes, I would.
Um, but everything there is pretty much themed, even if it's just like basic food. It's usually themed a little bit, even if it's not like, oh, this is the ghoul from the swamp. It's like, oh, here's a ghost cookie.
Gotcha.
So there's usually some kind of theming that goes along with it. But the houses do get specific food booths sometimes. And they are like themed to the nines. They're so cute. I love when the food booth pictures and everything come out, which I would assume that we're probably going to get the pictures. We obviously get the pictures before the menu because people are in Universal every single day. So
Hmm.
we'll get pictures before we get the menus. And I'm really excited to see what they come up with, especially for things like, what is the Terrifier food booth going to look like?
Yeah,
I bet that food's going to
yeah,
look horrifying.
yeah. So awkward.
It's so weird.
Uh, all right. So, so we're never ashamed to say when there's like here, right? Like, so we were gonna
Yeah.
like do this whole thing where I'm gonna ask another question so I could cut and paste. And what actually happened when something got disconnected, we got like taken off. This is like 10 minutes later now. Um, so we're gonna talk. you know, We were talking about food booths. Well, we're done with
Yeah.
that topic. We're done.
We're done with that.
Yeah. So we're gonna start talking about freestyle.
Eat food.
Yeah. My question to Taylor in this 10-minute pause that we had was if there was exclusive HHN freestyle mugs in which she said,
There are.
uh,
They're always themed to the event. They may not be themed to exactly what you want them to be themed to. Last year's cup. They may not be themed to exactly what you want them to be themed to, but they do always have a theme. So, like for example, 30 had all of the icons on it. 31 was like Halloweeny. 32 had the Universal Monsters on it, and 33 was this like very colorful Halloween Horror Nights logo. Um, so they do always have a themed one. Now, the freestyle cups are a very good deal. I've already talked about how good of a deal they are, but they are a very good deal. And especially because a lot of people don't know that especially if you have admission to the park during the day and you buy your freestyle cup during the day, you can still use it at HHN and you do not have to pay for a new refill. You do not have to pay anything extra. You do have those refills until, I believe, 2 a.m. So,
nice, nice.
mhm,
That works.
yeah.
All right. Any other tips for us?
My last tip. A lot of people will spend a lot of time trying to prioritize the houses and everything, and you absolutely should. 100%. But sometimes those wait times are atrocious. You look at every single wait time and they're at, like 90 and above. And especially for a year that is going to be this stacked in just content alone. Sometimes it's a really good idea to go get in line for one of the rides that they have open. I know every year Noah and I always make it a point to make sure that we ride Men in Black, especially with Holly and Brian. But we also really, really, really make it a point to ride Transformers because I love Transformers. And
Great.
that's a really easy ride and you're sitting down for a while.
Now, what are the lines like for the rides?
They're not bad.
Okay.
I don't know if that changes though because Rip Ride Rocket is not going to be around anymore, but usually they're really not that bad. And you're in air conditioning, and
Yes.
especially in the Men in Black queue, amazing, incredible. They don't have the pre-shows running, so the pre-show for Men in Black will not be running during HHN, but the ride will be. So you can still get on the ride. You just kind of miss out in the beginning with the elevator and everything.
Gotcha. Okay, that's not bad.
Yeah.
That's cool. Yeah. So yeah,
Mhm.
take a little break. when the
Yeah,
lines get like super long. Like,
it's nice, and especially if you've already taken my tip and you ate already, there's no reason for you to go eat again. 2 hours later when the lines get crazy.
yeah,
So I just honestly, the park itself, especially during HHN, is beautiful. They do so much and they put so much into Halloween Horror Nights. Explore,
yeah, and no, it's a good idea.
explore.
Yeah, it's great. That's a great tip.
Yeah,
So, all right, so let's wrap this one up. Um,
yeah.
hopefully, we can piece this together into one cohesive episode here.
Hopefully.
Like always, like and follow us on TikTok. We go live every other week in the summer, every week in the rest of the year. This episode has been brought to you by the Magic for Less Travel. If you have any trip planning questions or want to go take a trip down the Halloween Horror Nights, you can reach out to us at
Universally Epic Podcast at gmail.com.
Nailed it this time. This week.
I'm on it.
Yeah, perfect. And like always, have an epic week, everybody.